Bounce Nation, it's 2020, January 1, 2020. That's 1/1/2020. And it is time. So, the much awaited, anticipated, and relegated month after month took me forever. It is live. Balance Protocol Enviro 2.0 and Balance Protocol Prime are ready. Now, Um, I'm going to give the link location for those of you who want to participate in this amazing training program here shortly. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about it. So I'm going to do a little behind the scenes look, a little walkthrough on what to do, and we're going to do this thing. All right. So first and foremost, let me talk to you about what we have here. Okay. So the first thing is this. Balance Protocol Prime is a free, no cost, no obligation program. 3 modules. It is the welcome module, module 1, and module 2. Okay? And what that is it's all the basic tenets of Balance Protocol. So many of you guys will always ask me questions, what would you do for this, or what's the thing for this? And I always go, well, learn and apply Balance Protocol, of course. Smiley face. Because it requires context. So I'm giving you all the context of Balance Protocol. What is it? Okay, Balance Protocol is a framework. It is a movement. It is a whole reframing and approach to resolving chronic disease, optimizing your health, and clearing out the noise and confusion. It is a culmination of my life's work of over 25 years, tens of thousands of patients. So here's the deal. What I'm going to do is in the welcome module, I'm going to walk you through the course and the courses that come after that. Balance Protocol Prime will be the foundational starting point for anyone and everyone. And I used to include that material in with the Enviro 1.0 series. But here's the thing. So many of you guys are here in Balance Nation and you want to learn about Balance Protocol and what separates it from all the other things that are out there available to you. Now, what you'll notice is Balance Protocol is a way of thinking. It is not necessarily what to think. It is how to think, how to approach your case based upon your biochemical individuality, your genetic uniqueness, the application of all things correct, but determined by you what specifically is correct for you. But then once you have that information, applying it in the correct order, it is what I refer to as the health math, right? You have to add and subtract, then multiply and divide, in the parentheses, out of the parentheses, above the line, below the line. So you can do the right thing, but in the wrong order and not get the correct response from the body. That's why the 2358 framework applies, and you will learn that exhaustively in Balance Protocol Prime. Absolutely free. The other thing is we talk about Q square, M square, and the need to qualify, quantify, measure, and monitor. In other words, you need to find out how you qualify for an application or a strategy or not, and then quantify to the degree or how you actually do qualify. Then you got to learn how to measure what you're doing as a starting point and going through the course of that interaction of applying said strategies. And then, of course, you have to learn to monitor those. That's what Balance Protocol Q square, M square is all about. Again, always through context, 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 or context cubed, which is through you, your unique situation. Through the 4 factors. There's 4 factors, right? So we have environment, which is where you always start, lifestyle, mindset, and nutrition. So those are the 4 factors that do that. But the 6 critical factors of where to start, if ever you have a snowball's chance in resolving psoriasis, migraines, Lyme, Hashimoto's, any of those name it, blame it, claim it, tame it games, you have to know what you're up against and how things are dynamically different for you. I go exhaustively into that in the Prime program, okay? And I talk to you about all the various biases that are out there, not only in you, but in the community at large. So you have to realize you got to start somewhere. You just don't go, oh, I have gut problems. I'm going to get a leaky gut program from a leaky gut person who's out there, that's their niche. Or, I think I have thyroid problems, so I'm going to go to the Hashimoto's niche person out there, because after all, they wrote a book on it. Well, lo and behold, those people don't write their own books. I found that out. They all use ghostwriters for the most part. And that's because it's very difficult to write a book, as I have come to understand personally. The other thing, it's very difficult to put out a program with the scope and the breadth and the context and just the sheer scope of what has to be in there. This is why it took so long to not come off half-cocked on the launch of BP Enviro 2.0. I didn't on 1.0, knocked it out of the park. That was wonderful. We had hundreds of people go through that program. But here's the deal. We expanded upon it, and there's more to it. So Balance Protocol Enviro 2.0 is your starting point after the starting point of Balance Protocol Prime. So what you'll do is here in just a little while, I'm going to unlock the program and give everybody access to purchase Balance Protocol Enviro 2.0. It is a significant investment, but the good news is you guys get a significant discount. I'm going to talk about that here in just a second. So you want to go through Prime and get a good understanding of the context of how I approach things with all my patients. Now, many of my patients, present and past, and possibly future, are in Balance Nation. So forgive me, guys, if some of you paid more for access to the Enviro content than what I'm going to make it available to today. But it's a special thing, so for a limited time. But my point is this. The upshot is these programs are foundational of where to start. Anytime someone comes to me with any type of health complaint, the first thing we do is we take, of course, if we worked one-on-one or with any of my preceptees, is we do a deep dive into their case, a comprehensive case review. But then immediately, all patients that I work with, I have them go through and I have to teach them all of the content that is in Balance Protocol Prime and Balance Protocol Enviro 2.0. The reason is because that sets them up to win. Air, water, light, sound, EMF, and food. Now, technically, think about this for a second, guys. Those 5 areas could all be a niche unto themselves, and a lot of people out there pick it. Those as their niche. A lot of times people will even take one of those things and make it their niche. So like, say for instance, light. We see that all the time, right? So people go, light, we need more light gurus. No, we don't. We don't need more damn light gurus. We don't need a whole bunch of people who are like, oh man, I'm going to get in on the light panels and the eyewear and all that other kind of fun stuff. Those guys are needed, but here's the deal. Then people go, well, I'm going to super niche down. I'm just going to do light panels. Then people say, no, I'm going to do photobiomodulation, but I'm going to do eyewear. Or see how they niche down? Well, here's the cool thing, guys. I usurped all of those niche pickers. It's all here in one thing. So you could go to each one of those people, and there's programs out there, and spend, $1,000 for that program, $500 for this one, then their free little cheap one for, $47 or whatever. I have curated all the good, pitched all the bad, and consolidated things. So listen, guys, this Balance Protocol Enviro program will literally save you a huge amount of time, just researching, and all the other kind of stuff. Because I know I've bought all the programs out there, virtually all of them. And the thing is, they're empty barrels. They're terrible. And I've been doing this longer than any of them. I'm just going to tell you that right now. I've been at this a long time. This has been my field forever. It's not something new to me. And so as I see the world pick some of these things, and I know there's people who've gone through my Balance Protocol 1.0 who decided to take what they learned from there and go and niche into one thing and then just kind of share what I share. I can't prevent that. But here's the upshot, guys. I want you to know that this has been a labor of love. It's got a few little things that you'll see, so forgive me if I have a typo or something in there. I don't have this huge team of marketing staff that does all this stuff. It's basically me, my videographer, my IT and graphics designer, and my beloved Abigail, my wife. So we're kind of a team of 4 that really put all this together, and it's taken a long time. So anyways, without further ado, what I'm going to do is a couple things here. This is an official sales pitch video. Okay, so instead of making you go through a webinar and do all that stuff and then listen, guys, today I'm here to offer you education in exchange for investment. That's what it is. Okay, I like to be pretty bold about that. I'm not going to go, well, you get this for this value and this for this and this, and you get all these $1,000 things today for just $17. No, I'm not doing any of that crap. I hate that stuff out there. The bottom line is profoundly valuable stuff, and it's a big investment. But the cool thing is I want to show you how this is going to work. All right, so let me go like here, pull this up. And I'm going to just give you a little behind the scenes looky look at what's going on. All right, as long as I have a, don't go, see here. All right, so let's take a peek. All right, guys, so this is what it looks like behind the scenes. All right, so once you go ahead and purchase the program, it's going to automatically give you Balance Protocol Enviro, but you're going to need to click and enroll into Balance Protocol Prime separately, but it just says enroll in the course and it'll add it into your background dashboard, okay? So one of the things I want you to see here is when you end up going there, and don't pay attention to that URL or none of that stuff. Don't start getting all sneaky because that's not the URL that you guys get access to, okay? So anyways, the point here is behind the scenes, you're going to be able to go through Prime and it's going to look a little bit like this. Okay. Okay, so behind the scenes in Prime, you're going to see that you've got 3 different modules to go through. 3 different modules, all right? Pretty nifty. Now, in module 1 is the welcome module. This is going to get you to the welcome to the program overview, and then the Facebook group. We'll have a separate Facebook group for people part of the program, right? So the Facebook group for this will be Balance Nation. For Enviro, there's an Enviro one, so we can keep questions specific to the program in there. All right, so let's see here. So we're going to click in this bad boy. I'm using a lot of bandwidth so stuff. So here's the cool thing. You get to see my pretty mug here in full HD through these navigable videos. Congratulations. Now you have made a fantastic lamp. All right, so yours truly, it's all in there, okay? Now, once you get in here, you got several features, right? So in Prime, you're going to see that you can download the MP3 files. So you can take those with you, put them into your phone, put it on airplane mode, and listen in your car or while you're working out, because you know you want to listen to my voice as much as you can. You'll also get downloadable PDF insider guides. The other thing is you'll actually get to download a mind map file, which you can open and use. It'll just look like a bunch of computer code until you download mind map software called FreeMind. This is a free download. So when you go to click that, that'll take you over to a page that says wiki, look kind of like a wiki page, and then you'll just scroll down and pick whichever type of version you want to be using the mind map file on. Okay, so that's in there, right? Pretty cool stuff. So self-explanatory when it comes to all of those things, okay? So you can always end up coming back here to the main program. It's pretty intuitive when it comes to where you're going. Then what will happen is so you get that for free, no cost, no obligation. You guys can eat that up, learn about Balance Protocol, and begin to apply its tenets and principles. Get the download the insider guides, the mind map, the audio files, all that is for you, okay? Then you'll go to, once you purchase Balance Protocol Enviro, same kind of thing. So back in the back end of this, you get the air module, the water module, the light module, the sound module, the EMF module, and the food module. You'll notice that they're labeled 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's if you want to dance around in the background. That's because Prime is welcome 1 and 2 modules, okay? So that's why you'll see that. Don't get confused like, well, where's module 1 and 2? Well, that's because Prime comes before this, because you want to set the understanding. So when you get into these, you'll notice that each one of these is broken down into principles, science and research. What do we need to add? What do we need to remove? What are all the strategies? And then, of course, you got all kinds of different exercises and videos and stuff that are going to go into here. Now, all I call the DIY or the how-to videos. Now, here's the cool thing. The thing is that you're going to have access to all the updates for a full year when you purchase this program, okay? So there's a lot more videos that I've done. I haven't put to the modules yet because I didn't want to delay the launch. To do video production and optimize things at the quality and raised standard that I have takes a lot of time, guys. It's an expensive process and time consuming, okay? So in here, you'll get all those type of videos and how to do things the right way, okay? So you'll get a lot of stuff like that. And here today, we're going to be probably working out a couple of kinks and stuff because this is just, you know, a soft launch to Balance Protocol Nation only. Okay, so now if you have some friends and family that you want to send the link to and get them, you know, involved and participate in your discount, then you're able to do that. Okay, but anyways, so one of the cool things here is you'll learn that this goes through an iteration. Now, the other important thing to realize is though you see all of mine unlocked, that's because, you know, it's me. But I designed this course to keep the eye on the prize, to make it actionable. So what happens is these modules drip out once a week on the anniversary of your purchase. So if today you go ahead and you enroll in Balance Protocol Prime, you get the welcome and the 1 and the 2. You can get through all of that content. You purchase Balance Protocol Enviro 2.0, you actually get the air module only. 7 days later, you'll get the water module, and so forth and so on. The reason why I drip the content is because I don't want you to do like me on Game of Thrones and binge all seasons in a weekend. Okay, the reason is because this training is not for entertainment purposes only. This is for implementation purposes. This is to get you to learn the concepts, apply them succinctly, and build line upon line, precept upon precept. So that way you are actually taking action on these things. I know people want more, but I've been doing this for a long time, and this is the best way for you to learn and do it. Now, here's the cool thing. Once they've all been unlocked, you'll have them open for the entire time that the course is there, okay? So you'll have access to those, and you're going to have to go through them 2 or 3 times. That's just the way it is. Anybody else who's gone through my video trainings will always tell you that multiple times you're going to need to go over these things, okay, to grab them all right? So you're going to have all these modules unlock 1 week at a time is the bottom line, okay? Now, one of the other cool things that's pretty super about these is when you go into the actual first module piece, like say here on air principles, you're going to have an opportunity to download the mind map. So you'll click on that bad boy and bam, look at this sweet downloadable PDF on the air module, okay? So we go through all the principles, we go through the science and the research, right? We go through a lot of links on how to quantify, qualify, measure, and monitor. I'm going to send you to the best sites to get expansive knowledge and access to certain things that most people won't find, okay? So you're going to have access to that. I'm going to send you links like here in Air Module, how to check your air quality, all that kind of stuff, because I'm all about education. I'm also going to highly debunk the whole climate change hoax through this program. It's going to blow your mind. Anyway, it's going to talk about different pollutants and things of that nature. You get questionnaires you can download, links to these things, all these PDFs, all the research that I quote. You can actually click and download that particular science for yourself. So you can own the monograph, okay? And I put it into very succinct things for you guys to learn from, okay? All the strategies, those are all going to be in there. Now, one of the other cool things is people always will ask me, well, what do I do first? Right? Well, this is how you go. I walk you through all this. So you want to print these out, and be able to follow along, take notes, scribble in here, and things like that. Okay. All of this is, of course, copyrighted material, and it's tagged to who downloads it. So don't disseminate this information to people. This is only for people who purchase the program. Just a little short little plug in there. We don't want any more legal troubles. But anyways, one of the things that I'll also do is you will see some links in here that are links to, like, say, Amazon or something on nature. I always like to let people know Amazon, when you make a link like that, they'll send you a few bucks for referring somebody. So it is an affiliate link, but you do not have to use my affiliate link. If ever you don't want to do that, just open a new browser, look for that, and then boom, it takes me out of the loop. So that's how you opt out of my affiliate link. So that way you don't have to, if you feel uncomfortable, someone like me getting a little commission for that. Just open another browser and go into Amazon manually, and you can purchase the item without them having to pay a commission. So you're more than welcome to do that. That's how you do that. A summary of all the links and stuff are going to be in each one of these PDF guides. So these are super awesome. So many people, what they'll do is you'll print them out, put them in a binder. They're really valuable. They're super awesome, and you'll be able to do those as you walk through. The other thing is you'll be able to download the mind maps, right? So once you click Free Mind, I'm not going to walk you through it in this video because it gets a little cumbersome, but just go to this link to download the software. It's free for every device that's out there. Then you'll download the mind map, double click it and say, hey, open it with Free Mind, and you'll be able to follow along on a mind map. And I'll kind of give you an example. Now, keep in mind, I didn't build it in Free Mind. I built it in something else. And so I'll just kind of give you guys an idea real quick behind the scenes of what a mind map looks like and why I do it. Okay, so let me see here. So we'll go. So this is what a mind map looks like. Okay, so like for instance, module 3, which is the air module, you can click on all the principles and this breaks it down for you in a very linear fashion. Okay, so your mind map is actually editable. So you can actually go like this and type in something, so forth and so on, and expand your own notes. So it's a really cool way to learn, and you could delete it. So this is what the mind map is. This is how Dr. Beck's brain works. Whenever I start thinking content, what am I going to share with people? I start thinking along the terms of a mind map. I flip open a mind map and I get busy. Right, so this is kind of how that works. So you'll see in the mind maps, you'll be able to follow along, and the actually headings match the lessons. So principles, science, research, add, remove, strategies, all the books that I recommend, and links to them, things like that. So you'll have all of that in your mind maps. Okay, so pretty super awesome sauce. I think the download of the MP3s, that's pretty self-explanatory. That's an audio file, right? Okay, guys. So here's the thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show y'all. Let me come out of here real quick. All right. I'm going to open this up and I'm going to give you guys access to the URL. Okay. And you've probably seen it before. Okay. But before I do that, building the suspense. On this program is what when patients enroll with me, the price is $29.97. So $3,000, yes, $3,000 for just dozens and dozens and dozens of hours of instruction, video instruction. Okay, but the great news is I'm giving Balance Nation a discount on it. Okay, $800. Okay, so the thing is the price on Balance Protocol Enviro is only $21.97. Okay, so instead of doing the thing and the inflate to drop and all that kind of stuff and making you go put in a coupon code or anything like that, I went ahead and applied it to the price of the program. Okay, just want to let you know, I hate that marketing crap. So what I did was I went ahead so that way people didn't have to be, oh, okay, what's the coupon? It's not working and things like that. Do I add that? When do I do that? It's already applied. Okay, so Balance Nation's discount is already applied. So for those of you guys who want to get started today or in the next coming week, you guys can go ahead and take that. It's already applied. If you want to go ahead and share this with friends and family, it's already applied. So here in after I believe about 2 weeks is when it's set to do. It's going to revert back to the main price of $29.97. That's what it'll be moving forward. Okay, so this is early bird, early access, rock and roll to the program, and here's what it looks like. Okay, boom, shakalaka. So all you got to do is go to balanceprotocolenviro.com. balanceprotocolenviro.com. And what you do is you get to watch a little video of yours truly talking about, the program. You can hit enroll now there if you've already decided that, boom, that's something that you want to do and you want to rock and roll. But what I also did is I talk about the mind maps, insider guides, and the MP3 files. You'll also get here, you can watch a couple of little short videos of the quality and of the content that's going to be in there. Like here's my quick little video. What I want to do is basically show you how to make hydrogen-rich water. It has application in all kinds of therapeutic benefits across the board. This is just basic. Boom. So there's one of hydrogen water. This one is how you tint your own lenses. How you can do your own lens tinting. Here I have the setup. One of the things you can see is the temperature. Open up your dye, pour it in. You guys can watch that when you go over there. Now, here's what's really cool about that. I want to make no mistake about it. The cost of this program is going to be made back in savings of what I'm going to teach you how to do inside of the program. The money that you will save from not buying dietary supplements. And like, for instance, in these two videos, okay, when it comes to the actual buying of little tablets to make hydrogen water, I teach you how to make your own. When it comes to buying a $400 water structuring device, I teach you how to make your own water structuring device. When it comes to buying tinted lenses, I show you how to tint your lenses. There's discounts in there for audio and sound equipment and air cleaners and water cleaners. Literally the savings from this that you get behind the scenes links into this program is enough to more than pay for the program itself. That's the mic drop. Okay? So anyways, remember, these are going to be 6 weekly released modules, okay, for Balance Protocol Enviro. These are some testimonials of some folks. You may recognize their names in Balance Nation. I appreciate the shout outs and the testimonials for those guys. There's more to come on those because one of you guys sent those to me, but I didn't want to stick them all in there. Here's also what's awesome. It is absolutely optimized for computers, iPads, or any other kind of digital pads, and all smartphones. So you can access all of Balance Protocol Enviro content from your phone, just like you were on a computer. So you can take me with you, okay? So that's really super awesome sauce, all right? So behind the scenes, you'll see here all the fun stuff. This is a great little platform that I'm using. Now, the great news is this, I own this particular platform. It is not on any other software to where I can be, or we can be, censored, okay? I own the software. I own the server, okay? So that's why the program is expensive, because you wouldn't believe how expensive that is to do it, okay? So this is not going through ClickFunnels. This is not going through Kajabi. This isn't going through anybody else's platform. This is our secure information, okay? So you guys are more than welcome to. I'm going to keep talking on here because this is a commercial. And you can go to balanceprotocolenviro.com and get enrolled today. Be the first, fresh off the presses. All right, now here's another cool thing, and this is just a precautionary tale also moving forward in your life. So here's the deal: you cannot use your social IDs to log in. Okay, so I'm not going to ask you for your Google whatever Hangouts or Google ID to log in. Use your Facebook login to log into the site, your LinkedIn. You guys want to not do that anyways. My recommendation is any website that you're on to where you were, suckered into, unbeknownst to you, using your Facebook login, okay? The thing is that you now gave access to Google and or Facebook to all your information and your behavior that you're doing on said website. It's in the end user license agreement that everybody just goes click, yes, I accept the terms and conditions. So any website that you're on out there that you're using your Facebook or your Amazon or your Google or your LinkedIn or anybody else to log into their platform, you're giving the other people more access to your behavior, your data points on another platform. I refuse to use any of those. Okay, so you don't have any of that stuff, guys. All right, so let me look at a couple of questions here. If anybody's got some stuff. Thank you, John Mitchell, for the shout out. And let's see here. Mark is asking, do we get membership if we purchase the program, or will it still be monthly? No, that's the thing, Mark. This is a one-time purchase. You own it. There's no monthly associated with this program. That's it. It's a one-time fee, and you get it forever. Okay? Now, here's the thing. There will be updates, so you want to come back, and people that are enrolled in the program, I'll send out emails and go, hey, just uploaded a new video to the air module. You might have already gone through the air module, okay? So this is going to be a living, breathing, expansive program. Now, this is not the program, the platform that I've been talking about. There's going to be a whole nother platform for people coming in February. That's basically going to be our Balance Nation's own Facebook is basically what that is. A little spoiler alert on that. But as far as the training programs within Balance Protocol, they're all going to be housed here on balanceprotocol.com. But you're going to go to balanceprotocolenviro.com to purchase the program. Don't go directly to the balanceprotocol.com website. Don't do that. You'll get confused in the loops. Okay? So hopefully that answers your question, Mark. That's what it is. So all the programs are going to be here, okay? Yeah, here's the thing. So when it comes down to it, for those of you who are in 1.0, you'll want to contact me specifically, and I'll talk to you about upgrading from 1.0. Because that's a little bit of a semantic, but yes, you will be able to actually do that. That's not a problem, okay? But only if it's been within, like, say, the last, 60 days or so, okay? Or 90 days is what it was. Sorry, 90 days. So yeah, if you're looking to upgrade, if you're one of my 1.0ers, what I'm gonna have you do is you can send me a direct message here on Facebook, or you can email me at dranthonygbeck@gmail.com. That's dranthonygbeck@gmail.com. If you have any questions or comments, concerns, or anything like that, or you're looking to upgrade from 1.0, okay? Let's see here. Okay, so the other thing is this. Understand, this is a platform that is designed, okay, to be educational, right? So as I move forward, I've already worked on and will be releasing other programs to take you through the full 2358 framework, right? So program number 1, where you lay the foundation and you set everything in motion to set yourself up for success, is Balance Protocol Enviro 2.0. There's going to be a Balance Protocol Gastro, which covers key number 2 and all the GI stuff. Neuro, which covers all the mindset, the cognition, traumatic brain injury resolution protocols, all kinds of fun stuff. Brain training, brain protection, stuff like that. How we actually deal with the biochemistry of the brain and optimize for that. But you can't do that unless you've corrected your environment. You see how that works, guys? So I know there's other people out there that are in the brain space or the niche of the brain, but they give no thought to air, water, light, sound, EMF, and food. Same thing in key number 2 of Balance Protocol, which is gastrointestinal elimination. Everybody's going, well, all disease begins in the gut. That's not true. It begins in the environment. And so if people are having a hard time overcoming SIBO, or gluten intolerance, or IBS, IBD, or any of these other kind of things, it's because they're not correcting for the environment. Same thing when people go, well, I have chronic Lyme, and I've been dealing with Lyme for years, and the spirochetes, and the co-infections, and then now everybody who has Lyme magically has mold. Well, guess what? That's all environmental. So you're not going to ever be able to resolve Lyme unless you learn Balance Protocol Prime and you learn Balance Protocol and Enviro. Doesn't matter if it's Hashimoto's, which is a hormonal thing. Doesn't matter if it's psoriasis, which is a skin thing. Doesn't matter, if it's migraines, which is a brain thing. You cannot go after any imbalance, disease, or anything like that unless you fix your environment. how you breathe and the quality of the air. And there's a lot to that. It's unbelievable. You got to understand what the humidity portion of it and how to control and correct for that. The quality of the air, the flow and the movement of the air, and then how you breathe it and the way you breathe it. Breathing too much and trying to, when I call it Wim Hofing your ass off, there's a lot of downside to that technique. Huge downside. It wrecks people's metabolism when they do it out of proper context. So anyways, if you're going to correct any imbalance, whether it be musculoskeletal pain, GI, hormones, skin, any type of trauma or injury, or even psychological trauma from abuse or any of that type of stuff, you have to go through Balance Protocol. You have to do the right things in the right order and learn how to nourish, balance, purify, which are the 3 phases of the 2-3-5-8 framework. So Balance Protocol Prime gives you all that information for free. You get a ton of context in there, and then the steps for change and what you have to do, what you're up against. Then you come over to Enviro and you go through these 6 modules and you lay a huge foundation. I'm going to tell you right now, the vast majority of people who just do that have profound changes in their life and their health status just from that alone. And oftentimes we don't have to do a lot of stuff downstream because we're such extremists, upstreamists. Okay, that's how that works. So let's see here. Any questions, guys? Boom, boom, boom. I'm super excited. Can you tell? I'm pumped. It's been a long time coming. It's going to be an amazing year. This is how you're going to get your hindsight is 2020, but in the now business. This is your starting point. Because listen, when I logged in this morning onto Facebook, my feed, I don't know if yours is too, but just filled with all the weight loss programs, right? And the fat burning programs and all this spin of one thing, right? Well, here's the funny thing about that stuff. There's no such thing as fat burning anyways, just so you guys know. So as you're starting to get all the weight loss stuff for the new year and the New Year's resolution, people are talking about fat loss, right? Or fat burning. Here's the thing. You don't burn any fat, ever. The body temperature only gets up to maybe about 102, 103. And that ain't enough to burn anything. You couldn't even burn a marshmallow at 103, okay? But you melt away the fat. But are you really melting it away? Are you doing the fat flushes? All that stuff is a crock of bullshit. So it's just not true. And they're going to want to do it through pills, potions, and powders, gizmos, and gadgets. And then they're going to say, oh, take a light and shine it on your thighs, and that'll make it. That's not true either. Oh, we're going to do some cool sculpting. We'll put some cold on it and make it go. That don't work either. Okay? If it did, the world would be a skinnier place. So anyways, my point of that ramble, this is what works. This is where you got to start. And guess what? It's convoluted, it takes time, and it's more expensive. What a terrible sales pitch I have. Isn't that awful? What do you mean it takes me more time and it's more expensive? Yeah, but guess what it also is? It's the truth. It's the truth. If you could do it in a pill or with a gadget, we'd all be most miserable because everybody be, they'd be out of business because it'd be that simple. You just go and you get your thing. So that's not the answer. All right. So don't be fooled by all that stuff. One of the things you'll listen to me say through all the programs all the time is something I've been saying for decades and been quoted on is raise your standard. Be the most valuable thing in your life. And this sometimes puts people off, but guess what? My most valuable possession in this world is me, particularly my character. Okay? Above and beyond any relative, any child, any worldly possession. That's the way it has to be. It is the proverbial, mask on yourself first, okay? I encourage everybody to be that. That doesn't mean don't serve other people. You can't outlove or outgive me. That's the way I try to make it happen. But you owe it to yourself. So this is my sales pitch, okay? Put yourself at the center. Don't be selfish, but be self-centered. It's critical for you to take care of you or you ain't worth a damn for anybody. And all these other people who try to play the martyr, or I'm the mom, and I'm going to take care of my kids first because I got to do this, that's a crock of crap. And the reason why that's a crock of crap is because what's going to happen is you're going to burn yourself out and you're going to wind up with a disease, and that's going to put a burden on everybody who now everybody that they love, because mom, is now got cancer. Or heart disease or some type of problem, okay? Make yourself the most highest priority that you have. That's the take home. I'm not saying don't love other people and things of that nature. I love my princesses. I love my wife. I love you guys, but it's about me. I self-care, self-love, take care of myself first because I won't even be worth a damn. If I was big, fat, and obese and had a tummy and bad skin and, you know, dark circles in my eyes like all these other gurus out there, have you noticed that? They all have like the raccoon mask. They do. Look at that. I mean, all the keto people, and they're all sallow and they're like that. You know, they have no plumpness, no loveliness, right? Would you really do that? Would you go to a dentist that had a jacked up grill, right? No, you got to have no metal in your mouth. All right, so you got to live it. Okay, now I'm not perfect by any means, but I practice what I preach, and I've taught you guys everything you need to know in these realms and what I live here in the Balanced Protocol house. Okay, you guys learn all that. Wait till you see all the things that are in there. It is just phenomenal. I'm super proud of it, and not all of it's in there. There's more to come. That's what's really cool. This is going to be a growing, breathing program because if you want, this is the next point, if there's something that you want to cover or want covered, you're going to have the ability to submit that to me, and I'm going to take requests for those videos. Like, okay, Doc, can you show me a little more specifically, because I actually had this request and it's actually coming forth with, how to sanitize my reverse osmosis water system, right? Erica, do it. We need to do a video on dark circles under eyes. Yes, that's an internal chemistry. But you can't correct internal chemistry if you don't correct your environment. Okay? Like I say, you can't strike a match in space. It has all the potential, but the environment makes the difference of what it can do or not do. So anyways, like the RO sanitation system. So I actually literally set up a camera in my laundry room where my RO system is under the sink, which I installed personally, and show you guys how to dismantle it, how to do the actual sanitation of it, because you do have to do that with RO systems, but it's the superior way to go. You guys will learn that in the water module, module 4. You're going to learn that this is how to do your water. I'm also going to debunk so many things in there. It's unreal, okay? So I'm stoked. I hope you guys are excited about this too, all right? So let's see here. Okay, so one of the other things I want to make sure you understand, okay, is because of the way the platform works, if you go to balanceprotocolenviro.com and you purchase the program, you'll get immediate access to Balance Protocol Enviro Module 3, which is the air module. In order to get Prime, just go up to the top, click on BP Prime, and go over there and it'll say enroll now, click. You won't have to go through a shopping cart or credit card process or anything like that. It'll just automatically open that up and unlock that for you too. So that when you come back and log in, you'll see you get 2 programs, Balance Protocol Prime program, Balance Protocol Enviro program. So both of those will be in there. So both of those will unlock, okay? A lot of good stuff coming to me this year. That's great, Linda, absolutely. You guys listen, make 2020 year, kick it off, you know, here this way with me and us. And let's take it to a whole new level. Now, I will continue to answer questions to the best of my serving ability in Balance Nation. I'm not going anywhere now that I don't have a bunch of you guys in another group asking me questions, okay? But you will see me now, basically, on just about every question. I'm gonna shameless plug. I'm gonna say head over to Balance Protocol in Prime and enroll in that and go through that, and that'll answer a whole bunch of questions. So then you can formulate your questions for me more specifically and stuff like that. Okay. So again, make no mistake about it. This is the foundational program where everyone should start. Go through Prime, embark through Enviro. That's going to take you 2 to 3 months to get through all this content. 2 to 3 months. It's a long time. And I don't want you to skip steps. Take it step by step, print out your insider guide or follow along in your mind map or do both. Download the files, watch on the video, bring down the audio, listen to it in the absence of looking at it because you'll be tempted to kind of let your brain go to different places. I don't have it on transcripts at this time because I'd rather not actually do that. Okay, so the thing is you can have the audio files and the videos. All right, so you'll be able to access those anywhere from around the world by a simple login. It'll be pretty awesome on any device. Okay, so one of the things I also want to make sure we bridge the gap of understanding is Balance Protocol Enviro covers key 1 of Balance Protocol's 2, 3, 5, 8 keys. The first one is environmental inputs, and you learn all this in Prime, by the way. Number 2 is gastrointestinal. Number 3 is mind and cognition. Number 4 is immune system and inflammatory pathways. Number 5 is structural, both at the cellular level and the musculoskeletal level. Then we move on to number 6, which is oxidative stress and energy production. Number 7 is neurotransmitters and hormones. Number 5 is biotransformation detoxification. Each one of those is a coming program. Okay? Each one of those. But you got to start somewhere here. This is a full and complete educational platform over time. It's mind expanding. It's mind blowing. It's of the highest standard. It's free of any dogma. It's free of any bias. Well, that might be a lie. I'm a little biased. Biased in the sense of where I'm not going to lean you towards one particular way of thinking. I'm going to teach you how to think and come to your own conclusions. If it's different than mine, then so be it. Remember, it's all about you. Okay? But no matter what, I'm going to have you raise your standard over and over and over and over and over again. People are going to say, well, what's the best meter? Well, I'm going to tell you that in the EMF module. You want to know about what meters to use to measure? That's it. Now, guess what? I'm going to teach you how to make your own body voltage meter and save $100. Okay? So you're going to save a bunch of money just by learning how to do it yourself. Plus, it's fun. You know, you kind of geek out and, you know, the erector sets. But for those of you who are not so engineeringly inclined and you don't want to make your own water structuring device, I'm going to give you some options there. Okay, so it's a lot of fun. All right. Addie Snow came in late, might have missed. Do the sections address how to understand lab results based on BP understanding? No, Addie, they don't. This is not a platform that's covering the labs portion of it. Okay, this is for non-clinicians. So this is for everyday lay people, patients, consumer information. I talk about labs, particularly in the food module. I talk about the water lab that I use, which I linked earlier in Balance Nation, to test your water, and we go through those kind of things. But as far as labs, no, because that just requires a lot more context and so forth. So this is quantification, qualification, measure, and monitor of air, water, light, sound, EMF, and food. Not your lipid status, not your hormones, not what your mitochondria are doing. Those are all keys later. So that answers your question. Thank you, Shane. Appreciate it. I'll start saving for the program from what teaches with. It looks incredible. It is incredible, Shane. It's amazing. Okay? And it is lovely. Now, here's the other thing. Some of you have asked about payments for the program because it's an investment, even with your discount from $29.97 to $21.97. That's $800. It's also PayPal enabled, so there's PayPal credit. So if you have PayPal, you can do that, and you can use the credit option through PayPal credit if you want to. So you're more than welcome to do that. So there is somewhat of a payment program associated with funding this particular program. So that part's cool, okay? So again, the program discount for Balance Nation is already applied in the price of the program. I didn't want to have you guys put in or have to put in a coupon code in order to get that, okay? So it's already applied. This program is going to go for $29.97 moving forward. And that's it. Many of my patients who have worked with me in program, if you're watching this, you know that you know, is part of your program, and it was $3,000 for 1.0. So, you know, it's a discount. It's a new launch, so don't hold it against me. All right. So anyways, enroll now, guys. That's it. I'm selling you. Click it, buy it, buy it. No, I'm just joking. Here's the thing. This is going to be a lot of fun. You guys will learn a lot, and it's going to be pretty profound to have your mind expanded on all these particular areas. It is 2020, y'all. January 1st. And we're going to kick it off on the right thing. This is far more powerful, far more enlightening, and result-oriented than any exercise program, weight loss program, fat burning program, any of that stuff that you guys are going to be inundated with. There is a trend out there. A lot of these digital marketing masterminds, which I've mentioned before, are teaching practitioners just to slap up online training courses. And they're really empty barrels. I mean, they are, it's embarrassing. They call it just a minimal viable product, okay? They say, tell them, and don't wait, just launch. And you can create the program as you go. And it's a MVP, minimal viable product, and that kind of stuff. That's what most of these doctors and health coaches are being taught, just to crank out some content and slap it out there. And they'll use platforms like ClickFunnels or Kajabi or something like that to host a training program. Well, I dare you to find anything that compares to this. This is not minimal viable product. This is maximum valuable product. And the reason is, you can see how long it took me. I've been talking about this for months, and I sincerely apologize for the extended delay of doing it. But I just want to make sure it was absolutely right. And that's the difference between me and how I feel as everybody else. Okay, so this is not a simple, easy, short version program. It is expansive. There's a lot in there, a lot to digest, and it's can be overwhelming, but it's not going to be overwhelming because you're going to get to come back through it, and then I'll be available to help you answer the questions as you go through it and things like that. So let's make this a killer year, and let's start it off with Balance Protocol Enviro 2.0. Feel free to go to balanceprotocolenviro.com, and that's where you're able to purchase the program and enroll. Again, you get Enviro and Prime. You're going to have to click Prime to get access to have it load into your dashboard. And the other cool thing about this is that you guys, for now, feel free to go ahead and share that with friends, family, and relatives if you so choose. In the future, here after we go to regular price of $29.97, there will be an opportunity for you guys to share this with other people moving forward, and actually get an affiliate bonus for sharing the program. So that'd be cool too. But that just takes a little bit more build out, so don't wait on that. On sale. How long is BP Nation on sale for? Well, BP Nation is not on sale, Paul. Balance Protocol Enviro 2.0 is that. And I said earlier when I got on, if you're just now coming on, that price is going to be available for the next 2 to 3 weeks is basically it. So here after about a month, it's going to go to default to the regular price of $29.97. So I'm going to be promoting it in Balance Nation, guys. Shameless plugs. Get it while you can, because it is going to go to the regular price. So I want to make sure I gave full and exhaustive access and encouragement to Balance Nation to take part in their $800 discount off of the price until it hits the regular price. And then I'm actually going to crank it out to the world. I'll be doing the digital marketing myself with, of course, integrity. I'm not going to be it's not going to be a niche. It's going to be tough because it's so many things, right? We got air, water, light, sound, EMF, and food. Each one of those can be a niche, and then within those, you got multiple niches. Each one of those could be a program. If you actually thought about it, most programs out there are about $9.97 or at least $49.97. So $500 to $1,000 per program. So you can buy someone's air program for $500 or $1,000. You did that. So this program here would be $35 to $6,000 if you bought a whole bunch of programs. I put it all into one. So the value is huge. I don't have to sit there and do that little, the value, and then today it's only $2. I don't do that kind of crap. Andy, yes. All of the recommendations are easily sourced, even outside of the United States. Yep. And if they're not the specific ones, here's what's really cool about the training. I make this so that way you learn the knowledge and you essentially own it. You can't unlearn it. You get the principles, you get the science, you get the methodology. So you can now translate that into your local availability. And if you have questions on some of the things that do that, in the Balance Protocol Enviro program Facebook group where you'll ask questions about the program, I will help you find sourcing on some of the things that might be a little bit different. Because I do understand, Australia, I got, patients in New Zealand and Japan and the UK and the Netherlands and Canada and things like that. It presents a challenge. I get all that. So it's availability, but you can at least learn the principles and apply them. Because here's the thing, this program is not gadget and gizmo heavy. It's actually just the opposite. actually teach you that you don't need a whole bunch of these other funny business things. That's the cool thing about this is that I teach you to raise your standard by making it not complicated and not dogmatic. So it's going to be awesome sauce. Okay? Balance Protocol Enviro.com. And get enrolled today. Get to rocking and rolling. And this is where you put in the scarcity and tell you at the end of time. No, you got a couple of weeks before the price goes up. And before I go to regular price, I'm going to let the nation know. Okay? So if you don't want to do it today and you want to sandbag for a couple of days or do something or, I don't know, pay off a credit card that you want to use this for so you can get your mileage points, knock yourself out. I'm not doing all that fake marketing crap to where, we're going to be like, oh, it's for a limited time only for the next, and that little countdown clock, all that little funny, silly scarcity crap. See, I'm just painfully obvious about my marketing shtick. My thing is I'm not going to do all that stupid little stuff. Here's what I got to offer. This is what it's about. Ask your questions. If you want to rock your life and learn how to live life in balance, this is how to do it. I'm not going to do all the cheap parlor tricks and marketing crap. I don't have that stuff that I do. I know it works. And I'm marketing advisors, Beck, you got to do it. That's what works. And I don't care. It just doesn't resonate with me, so I'm not going to do it. So, nope, this offer is not going away in the next 24 hours. Take your time. But be excited. If you don't want to take your time, you want to get rocking and rolling, balanceprotocolenviro.com, enroll. And then once you're done with that, go up to the upper menu, click BP Prime, and add that to your dashboard. And you will get to have access to all of that all at once. And spend the next several weeks, like I said, to go through all this content. Most of my patients, it takes them a minimum of 3 months. It's crazy, 2 to 3 months just to get through all that stuff. So you get to hear this lovely voice. Actually, I'm joking. This terrible country voice for weeks, but expand your brain and go everything like that. All right, guys, that's my marketing sales pitch to a long-awaited program. Join me in the new year, lay the foundation for your health, kick some ass. I'm here to do it with you. We'll still keep having fun in Balance Nation, but if you guys really want to dig into the meat and potatoes of the how-to, the walkthrough, and everything like that, and you're going to get this dripped out weekly, so that way you have some restraint and be able to implement and take action, solid corrective action in your life to really drive out root cause of disease. You get a lot of foundational stuff being a severe upstreamist with me. You get a lot of downstream resolution that we don't even have to get to. One last thing. I was talking to one of my preceptees the other day training with me. I can't tell you the last time I had to give somebody thyroid medication. I'm not kidding. I mean, like literally it's been years, maybe 5. Because if you implement what you learn in BP Prime and Enviro, your body comes back online so powerful and lovely and delicious, as I say. It's profound. You get so much leverage from that alone. And you won't find a push for any dietary supplements in this program or anything. All right? So I don't even offer a doggone single pill. I teach you how to make everything on your own. So again, you'll pay for the program by the money you'll save and stuff like that. All right? Have your wife narrate that. My wife is a hottie. She does look good on cam. So anyways, we'll see. We'll see if we can recruit some people into that. Here's actually what's funny is the cool stuff. I got so much coming this year in 2020 for you guys. It's crazy. Balance Protocol is an absolute movement. It is a one-stop shop for the knowledge, the truth, the integrity, and the actual repeatable clinical results. Not silly diet stuff, not me writing a book and making lectins bad, but then here's a dietary something you can take to make them not bad, or all that kind of stuff. We'll have none of that. I teach you guys how to not spend money on all the gadgets, gizmos, pills, potions, and powders. And this program is the starting point, guys. Balance Nation, I'm signing off. Get enrolled, balanceprotocolenviro.com. I love you. I look forward to starting your new journey on the new 2020 with you in this program. It's going to be amazing. Get started right away or take your time. It's not going anywhere in the next couple of weeks or so. But I'd love to have you get started right away so we can get your results moving and things like that. So remember, live life in balance And this is how you begin to learn how to do that. Come grab the knowledge, and we're in this together, and we got a great journey ahead of us. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.